we are back with the mini boss, and it's gonna get a full prep. We need to completely tear this thing down, inspect what's going on. We did actually have some of the first issues with this truck recently, so took it to the beach, and I got about a half pack through it, and I had the ESC cut out. Truck lost power, it stopped, and then it reset, beep, beep, beep. Did its little ESC reset, and it was doing that intermittently where it was cutting in and out, cutting in and out. So when I got this thing back, I noticed that you know, when I jiggled it around, I was shaking the sand out of it. I could hear something jiggling around on the inside. So I went ahead and we took off. These are the original carbon panels that I did almost like 3 years ago. And these are out of 0.8 Kydex. These are much thicker, much more substantial. And these have taken a substantial amount of roost. Can't really see, but it's almost sandblasted right up into there. And then these are the bottom panels that were super glued, which I was able to actually, I had to pry these things to get them out of there. So any people saying super glue doesn't work, these things were in there. And these things are also sandblasted so crazy, but you could still make out that it's that carbon fiber. So these held up really well, and that's what gave me the idea to do those carbon panels on the new truck. So we still got all the carbon panels. I think what we're gonna do is probably rebuild these with the spec of the new ones with that thinner material and freshen this thing up a little bit. So we'll put these off to the side. You know, you see a lot of people with their fenders that are all blown out on the inside from ballooning of the tires, and I just never had that kind of ballooning issue. I was running 50C and 100C packs, 3-cell through this, and I don't know if it was because of the locker or because of the way that the diffs were set up in the V1s, it just never ballooned. At full rip, it would just never balloon the fronts or the rears like I've seen some of these new ones. So yeah, I mean, the body panels have held up extremely well. I just got a Proline body and was almost a little bit disappointed with how flimsy the Proline stuff was, because this is what I've been working on lately. So, and then we got our front section. This is probably the biggest break that we had, and I had this taped on the inside for a while, and you really couldn't even tell. And then just recently I crashed it hard, which is why I think the damage that we're about to show you inside where this came from. So now let's see what's going on inside here. So like I said, when we were shaking this thing, one of the first things I noticed is that there should be a fan right there, and I couldn't see the fan. I'm like, oh man. So as we got these carbon panels off, lo and behold, there's the ESC completely snapped off of the mount and just rattling around inside of there, which I thought was pretty crazy. And that means we're gonna tear this thing down and give it a full prep, so stay tuned.